Well, this is no green screen. I'm so happy to say that. I do a green screen sometimes, but not today. If you listen real good, you'll be able to hear the wind and the waves. And I am having a real Mexican beer because I am in Mexico. If anybody really knows me, they know my passion for Mexico. So anyway, I'm gonna keep the video kind of short and sweet today. We haven't done one in a couple weeks. For those of you that haven't tuned in my channel, please subscribe to the channel, and please subscribe to my channel. Please give it a thumbs up, and if it's bad, I want you to email me, bigskyblessing@gmail.com, and tell me what to do better. I have tons of videos that we were doing one a week, and then it's kind of slowed down. Some of my email traffic has slowed down quite a bit. I'm still getting a lot of subscribers, but my actual questions have slowed down. The changes have slowed down. My work has picked up with the airlines. My wife and I have shot down from Anchorage down to we are in, and I'm actually putting together a really cool Mexico video. So if you haven't watched me before, subscribe to my channel, and you'll be able to see our entire little quick weekend from Anchorage to Sonora, Mexico, about an hour and 15 minutes south of Puerto Penasco. And we're in the state of Sonora, technically in the city of Caborca, but we're not really in Caborca. It's probably about an hour from here. But a beautiful place. We flew into Phoenix, rented a car, and came here. I'm doing a whole video on that. You're gonna love it. So I'm still an amateur YouTuber, so my video editing qualities, and I have no drone, are kind of limited. But anyway, I'll do the best I can. So the latest update from what you're tuning in for is this. I've been getting a lot of off emails about what are the requirements, So I'm going to cover that because I didn't have a ton of emails. I've talked to some people that's made it across, but it's pretty well the same story. Canada will eventually require the COVID vaccine. They haven't announced a date yet. They did extend it again till June 21st, which I think they'll extend it at least till August 21st. And the president's looking at, their president of Canada is looking at they want to open it, what's it going to take? Oh, and by the way, Mexico's closed to essential traffic. Guess what's essential in Mexico? Tourism. I'm not kidding you. I'm sitting here, and I drove in. I didn't fly in. So anyway, I'm doing a really cool Mexico video on that. So long story short, I love Mexico so much more than I love any other country for that matter. I'm grateful to be a U.S. citizen, but man, Mexico just holds a special place in my heart. It's probably why I married a Mexican lady. I wanted Christina to be here for the video. She's way more responsible than I am. She's packing up. So anyhow, so long story short, that's the only news I have. They are going to start requiring a vaccine. We don't know when. My guess is going to be August, September, but that's purely a guess. I've been saying September, October forever. August at the earliest is my guess, but who knows? And I wonder if we're going to fall in some loophole. They don't have to do it. I have no idea. So if you haven't watched my videos before, I've got a lot of them on here. Basically, I went through Canada 6 times during COVID with all their crazy restrictions, up to Alaska. The wind's starting to blow, better hang on to this tripod. And I hadn't had any issues. And I was talking to probably 20, 30 people a week that's doing it. And that's probably went down to about 10. And I'm getting less and less and less questions, but I'm getting a lot of emails of, hey, your videos are working, so I appreciate that. That's why I did that. My ultimate goal, and I'm going to announce that in my next video soon, my next video in Mexico, my ultimate goal was to build some kind of YouTube watching and do all Mexico. I never ever, when I did any of this, I thought, I hope this helps 5 people. And it's just 3,000 people watched the video, one of my videos. So anyway, it's been pretty cool. So I'm going to go over, I've had a real estate agent in Alaska email me 50 times. I've had a couple actually. And they're wanting me to really hammer in the requirements, and I feel like I do a decent job covering that. So a lot of you have probably already heard of this. You're going to be saying, hey, this video is worthless, other than the fact that, hey, I just watched the sun go down. So with that being said, here are the requirements. If you want to go through Canada during COVID to Alaska, or vice versa, if you want to go from Alaska to the lower 48, you have to prove it's essential. For them anal folks, and my mom's anal. I mean, I'm not making fun of anal people, but Canadians are like Europeans. They're very anal people. And I'm well more than 50% European. So I'm speaking for myself. I'm anal too. They consider essential only a job. So like I've talked about in several of my videos, if you're a free spirit and you want to come down here and just live, it's okay in Mexico or the United States. Canada, they don't go for that. They consider essential an actual job. So you need to have a job. So I've been saying this all along, but let me dive into the requirements. And I'm going to backtrack to that because I've sent people my video links and said, hey, watch this. And they keep, I don't understand. So I'm going to backtrack to that. So, okay, if you want to go through there, you got to prove that you're moving for work or some essential reason. And keep in mind, unless you're in an 18-wheeler with a 53-foot trailer behind you going up the Alaska Highway, that is not essential. I mean, my wife and I work for an airline. That's an essential career. It's an essential job. But our jobs do not require us to go to Canada, so therefore it don't apply to their essential needs. So it's the job that you're doing at that particular point, not what you do for a living, you know. So I hope that makes sense. So you have to be moving for work, or moving to Alaska, or you have to be an Alaska resident, or vice versa. If you're in the lower 48, you'd have to be a lower 48 resident. Same things apply on either end of the Canada. But basically, you just want to be able to prove that you're going up there to move, or you're already a resident. What my advice is the free spirits need to fly up to Alaska, establish a mailing address, go to the DMV, make sure you make an appointment, get your actual driver's license, get everything you need to look like you're truly living in the state of Alaska, come back, pack your stuff up, and then you're going home. That's so much easier. I've never been questioned with my Alaska driver's license, and every vehicle I bought had a different state plate. They didn't care about the plate. It's all about your driver's license. So if you're just buying a vehicle in the lower 48, I get that question a lot. You don't have to worry about what kind of plate you have on there. I've had drive-out plates from Montana. I've had Idaho plates. I've had Washington plates. I've had them all. So I was doing that for a little bit. I was buying and selling stuff in the lower 48, buying in the lower 48, selling in Alaska. So that's the easiest route. If you want to move for work, get an email from your work, get some kind of, or a letter on letterhead, and you need to prove what you did with your house in the lower 48. If you're going north, what you did with your house in Alaska. If you're going south, so what you did with your previous house and where you're moving to, a new lease or a new house or whatever. I'm closing on this date, whatever the case may be. And you need a negative COVID test within the last 72 hours. Needs to be a PCR test. So that's pretty well the only requirements. That's pretty well it in a nutshell. So I do recommend coming up to Alaska first and establish some kind of residence if you're going to be the free spirit with no way of proving work, because they are turning people around if they can't prove they're going up there for work. So I'm having a Mexican beer for you guys on the top of this beautiful house. Tune into my channel and watch my Mexico video that I'll probably produce Wednesday or Thursday of next week, because I'm going to try to do a lot of editing. I've been putting video footage together since Anchorage, and we're actually leaving early in the morning to go across the border and head back to Phoenix. This literally was a 2-night Mexico trip. So anyway, it's so beautiful here. I don't know if you can tell. In fact, I'm going to kind of scan around here so you can see. And if you want to know where this is at, watch my Mexico video I'm going to put out, and I will help you get here. We actually met the owners of this whole establishment. We sat and talked to them for quite a while. We're actually kind of interested in investing here, to be quite honest. It's really nice. So that's it. That's my video for today. 8 minutes, 23 seconds, super short. That's where we're at right now. That's all the questions I've had in the last 2 weeks was, what are the requirements? And I feel like I'm doing a good job covering that, but maybe I'm not. So if you want something more, please tell me. I'll be happy to give you something more. And that's all I have for now. I literally have done so many different videos about going up through Canada during the COVID-19, and to be honest, don't sweat it. Be super. You know, I've had so many people say, you know what, Adam, your videos help me. They help me prepare, and I'm just passing along what happened, what worked for me, and what little I knew. But it's nothing I did great. But people realize that every single one of them that drive up all say, you know what, it was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Every single one of them, they all say that. So don't sweat it. Go have fun. Don't go spend thousands of dollars to have your vehicle shipped up and this, that, and the other. It's not worth it. Okay? I hope that makes sense. I'm going to have a beer for you in Mexico. I better go help my wife cook dinner and pack, because we're leaving at 0500. All right, I'm Adam Watson. I look forward to seeing your videos. Normally I'm in a cold house in Alaska, but not today. I'm in my favorite country of Mexico. Arre. I speak a little Spanish. Cuando yo tengo mi cerveza, mi español es mucho mejor. En serio, en serio. So, all right. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll talk to you later.